In today's video, we're going to be going over the key 7 steps that you need to take in order to get started building your AI automation agency. Now, these steps are crucial for your success, and it is literally the exact blueprint that you need to take in order to make this work. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Liam. We run a $50,000 per month agency right now called Unorthodox. And we work with all types of businesses, specifically helping them with AI automations within their business and coming up with creative custom solutions that we can then build and create for our clients. Now, this model is fairly new and there is a lot of buzz around it right now, but inside of our Discord, I'm seeing the same questions over and over and over again. So I wanted to make this video to make it crystal clear what you need to be focusing on and how to actually identify on whether or not this is the right business model for you. So without further ado, let's jump into this. I've got a short presentation to go through with you guys today. Hopefully it should help. So number 1 is, are you actually prepared for this? Are you the person who is going to be able to run an AI automation agency? Now, it sounds bad me saying it, but I speak to a lot of people in the Discord and I speak to a lot of people in the DMs and have consulting calls. And there is a lot of people that just aren't ready to start something like this. Now, that's not to say that you can't learn and you can't become someone who's ready to start this, but right now they are missing the point. They are trying to jump the gun. They think this is a get rich quick scheme. They think this is something that they can start overnight and see instant results with. And I have to warn you, this is not that business. In fact, every single business that you see online is not that business. If your only goal is to make quick cash, jump into something, make tons of money overnight, then online business just isn't for you. It takes a very long time to get good at something and to get to the point where you've had enough failures that you understand what you need to do on the next thing that you start in order to not see them failures again. I've been doing this for 7 years now. I'm deep in it. I've made millions with online business, but I've also lost a ton of money and I've spent so much time, I don't even want to get into it. So the key question you need to ask is, are you prepared for this? Is this the right business model for you right now? Or is there a lower barrier to entry model that doesn't take so much knowledge around businesses and understanding how they work? Because this model does require that. You have to understand how these businesses operate. You have to identify what problems they could have. And you then have to come up with creative solutions in terms of how you can actually help them. Now, once you get started and once you start fulfilling these clients, then it does get much easier because you start to notice patterns and you can start to place in services that has already worked for someone else. So it does get easier, but you do have to ask yourself, are you currently prepared in the state you're in right now? And that could be based on experience or mentally. You have to be prepared to jump full force into this. This isn't like a part-time job that you can just do on the side and hope for the best. So on that point, it's going to take time. It's going to take a shit ton of energy and it is going to take a shit ton of effort. If you're thinking you're going to start signing clients in 2-3 weeks, it's just not going to happen. You need to put the time in, you need to spend the energy, and you need to put in that effort. Now, I didn't put money on here because you can start this relatively cheaply or even for free. There is no startup cost here. And that is the beautiful thing about an agency. If you can crack this, the margins are super high. The experience you get from working and building your own agency is unmatched. And the opportunities are endless, especially with AI right now. But like I said, there is a lot of failure and there is a lot of hard work. So bear that in mind before you say, this is the right thing for me. Maybe you've got shiny object syndrome. Maybe you're not fully prepared and don't fully understand what's actually involved here. This video will help you understand that though. So next step, we have understand what you actually offer. A lot of people that I speak to are really confused about what they're actually offering their clients. Why would clients actually use them? And why is an AI automation agency even something that people would consider integrating into their business? So there's 3 layers in my opinion. There's AI chatbots, there's AI automation, and there's AI custom platforms. Now, I specifically work mainly with the AI automation and the AI custom platforms, but there are a lot of other YouTubers that are working specifically with AI chatbots. Now, there are no wrong or right ways of going about this. This is just a breakdown of the opportunities that are right in front of us currently. Now, this list could obviously get absolutely massive if you look at all the different types of AI tools that exist and all the different opportunities just with those tools independently. But this is what we specifically focus on at our agency. We use chatbots to open up conversations. We then charge for automations and upsell our automation services. And then we also offer custom built platforms. Now you can see I put a price tag kind of next to all of these. This is where we really see the value for our client. For us, the type of clients that we're working with, the chatbots aren't the big ticket items that we're selling. We're getting a lot of retainers from automation clients and custom platforms. And when I say custom platforms, we're working with businesses identifying exactly how we can systemize their operations and really step in and offer that bespoke service. So we work with developers who then build out custom solutions that you can't find anywhere else on the market, and they're tailored and catered around our individual clients. So like I said, there is no wrong way to target your services. You can go all three, or you can hyper target and go specific. Maybe you just want to focus on chatbots for the time being, because if you can figure out chatbots and you get a good template, then you can replicate those chatbots for different clients within that same industry without having to have the knowledge to go in and make custom ones for every single person. So it's just something to consider. What are you comfortable doing right now? Are you comfortable building chatbots? Are you comfortable coming up with creative solutions for automations? Or are you comfortable going full in building custom platforms and working with a team of developers? Something to think about. So if you understand number 2, you can now answer number 3, which is identify your target client. Now, I've spoken about this one a lot. I've spoken about the types of niches that we work with, and I've spoken about how we then target when we're doing our outreach methods to find these type of clients. If you're just getting started and you have no data, do not guess. Do not just assume that what you know is the right thing. Do not just assume that because you think that dentists are going to be the best people to work with because they charge a lot of money and they're easy to get hold of, that they are going to be the best opportunity. You need to start building up data, and that's exactly what we do. And maybe you have no clue about any of this. You have no idea who this could be helpful for. Well, the very simple solution to that is going to ChatGPT and literally asking, what is the best niche for me to target for AI automations? Or typing, what businesses would benefit from AI automations the most? And just see what ChatGPT comes back with. I guarantee you'll be surprised, and there'll be some industries in there that you really wasn't expecting or thinking about. Use that as your base. Use it as a starting point and just start building a niche list or a target client list from there. So number 4 is starting your outreach. Now this one is obvious, but it's often the most hardest thing to get started, and people get really stuck on this part because they just don't understand what is actually needed. So in my opinion, there's 3 main outreach methods. There's email, there's LinkedIn, and there's Instagram. Now on Instagram, that should really be social media, because there of course is Facebook groups and Facebook DMs, or TikTok even. But for us, email, LinkedIn, and Instagram, keep it very simple. And there are methods of automating this entire process so you don't have to do it manually every single day. The key with outreach is to make your life easier. You want to set up systems in place, just like you're working with clients setting up their systems. You want to do that in your own business so that you can automate these mundane tasks. You don't want to be sat there sending out 30 emails every single day, or you don't want to be sat there sending out 20 connection requests on LinkedIn, 50 DMs to your target client on Instagram every single day. So what we need to focus on is building a lead list, which then moves to an automated outreach campaign. I'm going to show you how you can do that. So we use virtual assistants. So VAs is virtual assistants. You can find them on Upwork. You can find them on Fiverr. These guys build our lead list. We tell them our target audience. We tell them what data we want to capture, name, position in the business website, the business Instagram account, the business LinkedIn page, and then we get them VAs to go out and start scraping data. Now, on average, we're spending $50, $60 per virtual assistant that then pulls us in hundreds of leads every single week. Now, we set them really clear instructions so they know exactly who they're targeting, and we can then adjust it and add new niches as and when we want. But the key thing here is we've built up a really solid team of virtual assistants that know exactly what they're doing every single day. They log in, they scrape us leads, and we then use those leads in our outreach campaigns. So most of the time, VAs are going to be using lead gen tools, but you, of course, can skip this VA part and just go straight into scraping the data yourself. Now, the tools you can use are the likes of RocketReach. RocketReach essentially allows you to go on any website or type in any business name, and you'll be able to find the owner of that business's email. This is key. You do not want to just be sending blanket emails out or outreach methods to people that are like secretaries or not decision makers in the business, because they're just not going to give a shit, basically. So we need to go straight to the top. We need to go to the decision makers, and we need to make sure every single ounce of effort that we put into this stands the best chance of work. So you're going to want to target business owners or founders or partners, anyone who is high up in the business and ultimately has a decision. You don't want to be going for monster companies. We don't want to be going for JP Morgan or Chase Bank, trying to sign them as clients. It's just not going to work. We need to be going for businesses that have, 10 employees, 15 employees, a business that's making money, but also not so big that we can't actually reach out to them. So, yep, you can use tools like Apollo, RocketReach, like I just said, or you can use a tool called Instantly that also has a lead generation tool built into it as well. I'll link all of these in the description. Now, if you want to do the manual outreach and you just want to scrape data by yourself and literally search for these businesses in your local area, maybe you can just use Google Maps, find businesses that tick all your boxes and are part of your target niche, start collecting that data manually. You can copy and paste their email. I mean, I don't know why anyone would do this, considering the tools I've just mentioned can literally give you hundreds, if not thousands, in a matter of a couple of clicks. But maybe you want to work slow and you actually want to take your time. Sure, go for it. But the tools are better. That's the manual way of doing it. Going around your local area, looking on Google Maps. So to automate these outreach methods, once we have our leads, we are going to be using different tools across different platforms. So for email, we use Instantly AI. Instantly lets you warm up email account, which means when you send out your emails, they're not going to be sent to a spam folder or just get ignored. They're actually going to hit an inbox. So Instantly helps you warm those accounts up. They've got tons of learning resources that are really, really simple to follow. So all you have to do is go and spend an hour setting up your Instantly account, really understanding how it works, watch some more YouTube videos on it. I will be releasing one at a later date, but guys, this is really, really simple. And this goes back to question one. Are you prepared? Are you actually mentally prepared to and willing to put in the effort and the work to actually learn these platforms in order to see your success? So Instantly is a great one. This is where you can generate your leads. Then you can start automatic email sequences that happen every single day without you needing to check in on them. So this is what we want. We want automated processes. Another platform is Apollo. Now Apollo is a little bit more expensive, but again, same kind of deal with Instantly. You can scrape leads, you can send emails, you can set up automated sequences. It really is just a matter of personal preference. I personally would recommend using Instantly. That's what we use. I find it the easiest to set up and the easiest to work with, so I'm sure you will as well. Now with LinkedIn, you can obviously use Sales Navigator where you pay a monthly fee and you get like premium filters and insights into different business owners. You get a really, really good search function, which allows you to just scroll through LinkedIn filters and search terms. You can type in owners of accountants, for example, and you'll get a huge list that is in your area or in the target country that you're trying to sell to. We also have automated services like Octopus. There's a couple of others like Dripify, but Octopus is a really good one where it's literally an all-in-one LinkedIn automation tool. So again, we want automation, so we can just tell Octopus the target clients that we want, and it will start reaching out to people, opening connection requests, and start conversations with those people on LinkedIn. The same rule applies to our leads that we have generated. We want people in a specific position in that company, and we don't want these companies to be huge. We are not trying to reach the CEO of McDonald's, trying to get him to sign up to our automation agency, okay? Now with Instagram and social media, it is a lot of manual work. It is mainly just sending DMs. Now this is just usually a copy and paste job, so it doesn't take a long time. And again, it goes back to number one. Do you have it in you to actually put in the effort and spend 30 minutes to an hour actually sending out DMs every single day? With cold outreach, is all about volume. It is all about just putting in the reps and making sure that you are constantly tweaking and refining your offer and what you're actually sending to these people in order to see results. I see a lot of people, you know, they send 10 emails a day or they'll send a couple of Instagram DMs every single week and be like, cold outreach does not work. Guys, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You can make it work, you just have to put in the effort. But I guess in a way, this is a good thing because a lot of agency owners won't put in this effort. So if you are one of those guys who will put in the effort, you will actually see results and the others will eventually fall to the wayside and move on to the next shiny object like dropshipping. Okay, so going on to what we're actually going to be offering people when we're reaching out to them, it's going to be that free chatbot. Now, I spoke about it in another video. I'll leave a link in the description of this video, but make sure you stick through the rest of this video because you're going to want to watch this before you go and check that out. So you're going to be offering that free chatbot and then you're going to be upselling automations. In my opinion and in our experience at Unorthodox, we work with clients helping them with automations mainly. And this is where we're seeing the higher retainers. We're getting 4 or 5K per month coming in through clients just by offering these automations and working with them as almost like consultants. So going back to that slide where I had the free prices, this is where our agency really fits in. And this is where you can kind of tweak your offer based on what you actually want to start selling. Now, of course, if your main business is going to be chatbot, then maybe you're going to offer them an audit, or maybe you're going to offer them a really simple version of that chatbot. And then your upsell is a more advanced chatbot or something completely custom to those guys and the exact needs and wants that they actually have. So number 5 is signing your first client. Once you're doing outreach and once you have it plugged in, you have it automated and you're actually working on it, you're going to start getting responses and people are going to come to you and you're going to get on calls with them and you're going to be be freaking out, probably thinking, how the fuck now do I deliver this service? So this is it. When you first get on that call, which is your main goal, by the way, you're not going to sign up people and get them to pay just by speaking to them on email. You're going to want to get them on a call. There is no selling. You are not going to be selling or pitching your services. The only thing you're going to be doing is speaking to that client and just listening to the pain points and the problems that they currently have in their business. This is the only way for you to really cut through and actually give custom feedback and custom recommendations to that client. If you just went in and started selling straight away, number one, people don't like being sold to. And number two, these clients aren't stupid. They're business owners that know how this works, and they're just going to think of you as just a salesman. You need to build trust. You need to build an element of expertise with these clients as well. So do not just jump on and start selling. Take info and build a proposal. And on that first call, you're just going to take info. You're just going to take notes. You're just going to listen. You're just going to, maybe ask a few probing questions like, what pain points do you currently have? Or where do you get your most leads right now? Or how much is a lead worth to you? How much time are you spending responding to support tickets and support queries through your website? Those kind of things. You want to identify how much time people are wasting, how much money people are wasting, and what are the potential missed opportunities that they are missing just by not being around 24/7, which obviously a chatbot can help with. So you're going to take info and then you're going to come back to them and build a proposal. So you're not going to have to freak out. You don't have to worry about, knowing all the answers on that first call. Your actual main goal is to get as much information and data as possible, then step away, take your time, really research whilst you're doing this, and put together a proposal that makes sense. Look at their pain points, put something together for that and say, well, this is what we could do with a chatbot, or maybe we could work here and help you on this aspect of the business. So just bear that in mind. I see a lot of people freaking out about trying to sell them straight away. You don't need to worry. If you're not confident in your service delivery, then slow down, take time. Say you're going to come back to them within the week and build a proposal for them. Number 6 is delivering for your client. So similar to number 5. So like I said, people are freaking out about this and you really don't need to worry. The main thing is you don't promise the world. Do not promise them that you're going to 10x their business in a month with your amazing chatbot, because we just know that is not realistic and it's not going to work. So when it comes to delivering for clients, maybe you're offering chatbots and you want to work on BotPress. Well, if you are working solely on chatbots, why don't you create a bot that you can plug a knowledge base into depending on the client you're working with, and it is kind of like a copy paste, almost like a rinse and repeat method. So you don't have to worry about always inventing the next best thing when you are reaching out to these clients and signing your clients. You already have this template set up, it works. Now whether you made it or not, or you paid someone else to make it for you, it doesn't matter. But systemize your offering, systemize your delivery. This is going to allow you to actually start to understand things at a steady rate, rather than having to stress out every single time you sign a client because you just don't know what you're doing. Don't overpromise, underpromise, and then deliver them a chatbot that works, whether that's through a template or a dev team that you're working with, it doesn't matter. Now, I am going to leave a link down below in the description. You're going to find free resources there like email scripts and also a chatbot template as well. So make sure you go down to the description of this video. If you want to download all of that, feel free, it's completely free. That's going to take you over to the page where you can do that. Now, obviously, it doesn't just stop at chatbots. Like I said, we offer automation services. So we do Zapier workflows with lead generation and lead management. So this may look completely confusing to some of you guys, but don't worry, it's very, very simple. I do have a full video on this as well, talking about Zapier and how we use that for our clients. But essentially, we capture data on a client site. We then send that data to GPT, that then stores the data in a Google Sheet, that then updates a contact on one of their platforms, and then automatically sends out emails and then adds that email to a marketing email list. Now, again, probably does sound confusing, but it's very, very simple. And this workflow right here saves so much time, and it is an absolute game changer for generating leads. We've generated tens of thousands of emails with this exact method, and I have a full video breaking down exactly how we did that. But after this, even if you are still worried or concerned about actually delivering for your clients, let us do it for you. Do not worry. Just come to us, reach out to me on our Discord, or click the link where you can schedule a call with the Unorthodox team. We are more than happy to help assist you, jump on and actually white label our services to help your clients. So if you really aren't confident in delivering, there is always that option too. That leads me to number 7, which is scaling your agency. Now, the key word here is agency. Do you want to be a freelancer, or do you want to build an agency? I personally want to build an agency because if I'm a freelancer, that means I'm doing all the work myself, and it gets incredibly time consuming, and you just get bogged down on the day-to-day tasks of managing clients. And before you know it, you're working 14 hours a day, you have no time for vacations, you have no time to spend with any loved ones or family, and you are just selling your time for money. So what we want to be doing is building an agency. We want to bin the idea of being a freelancer, and we want to manage a team. So what we do at Unorthodox, we work with developers, we work with ideas people, and we work with admins. So the developers are the guys who are building the platforms and serving our clients with the custom platforms that we're offering. Those guys are also the ones building the workflows and the automations for our clients too. Now the ideas people is myself. I'm super creative when it comes to figuring out new workflows and new ideas for our clients. So I like to jump on the sales calls. I like to speak to our potential clients and anyone that books a call with us so that I can really understand their business and then give feedback based on my experience to those guys. So my main role within the business is really coming up with the ideas, being a creative, figuring out smart ways of how we can automate different businesses. So next we have admin. These guys are the ones who help onboard clients. They're helping managing, sending out contracts. They are scheduling payments and chasing invoices. I don't want to be doing that stuff. Therefore, we hired an admin team in to do this. So this is essentially our structure. We have developers who handle the work. We have ideas men, which is usually the co-founders who are constantly thinking about ways to push the business forward and actually start building a team around them. And then we have our admin guys who are basically the ones ensuring that the business is moving in the right direction and everything is being kept under control. So the key takeaway from this is you always need to be learning. Do not just get complacent. Do not think you're an expert. There is always going to be someone bigger and better than you, and you always need to be up to date with the new ideas and the new tools that are out there that could make your client's life easier. So always be learning, remember that. Now, how you learn doesn't matter. It could be through YouTube, it could be through podcasts, it could be through reading books, or it could just be through trial and error and actually getting involved and stuck into these different tools that you're offering your client. I personally do all of those. And again, there is no shortcut to this. It just takes time in the game, unfortunately. But if you are willing to put in the work and you are willing to spend time, effort, and energy to make this work, I guarantee you, if you come to me in 3 months, 6 months time, you're going to be in a much better place than you are right now. If you do want to learn more, make sure you join my free Telegram down below in the description. You can also join our free Discord where we have weekly masterclasses and AMAs where we go into detail with you guys on how you can build your own AI automation agency. Now, obviously you can download the free resources that I mentioned down below as well. And you can also join our newsletter where we give you weekly updates and advice on building your own agency and how to automate the businesses that you're working with. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it has helped some of you out there. There is going to be so many more videos that I'm launching out over the next couple of weeks that I know is going to help you structure your business and actually start moving it forward. But in the meantime, good luck out there. Start putting in the work and I guarantee you will start to see the results. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.